Hi, I'm Srijit Kini and welcome to the second part of the touch tutorial presented by Simple Codex. Last time, if you remember, we were at this stage of our tutorial. We had gone through some aspects of the XAMPP server or the WAMP server Apache servers, and we had gone through the variables, the different variables of PHP, and we had tested the echo statement too. Now we will go to the main and the advanced part of the PHP for what the PHP is made for. This tutorial will cover the post and get methods of PHP. Now what is the post and get methods? Post and get methods. When we are to transfer the information from one page to another page, we use the post or get methods. Now the post and get methods work from the form inputs, the form fields. For this we need to know HTML. I am considering that you know HTML well. So we will start with a simple app. I will make a form and the form must have two attributes, the method attribute and the action attribute. Now method attribute is the method by which you want to send the information. It should be post or get. Post we will write it as post, or get we will write it as get. Now first we will go to the get method, and the second attribute is the action. Action is the page where we want to send the information. Now this page is the test.php. We will make a new page known as process.php, where it will process the information which is submitted by the user from this page, from that is the test.php page. I hope I am explaining very nicely and slow. So first we need a form, the method by which you want to send the information, and the action to the page to which the information must be sent. Now the action can be a different page or a single page, the test.php itself. I will explain you later how to integrate the PHP and the HTML in the single page. Now we will go into two different divisions. The test.html will contain the HTML part will contain in the test.php. The PHP part will contain in the process.php. Now what I will do is make a name and make an input field. Input, and we need the type. The name will contain only the text characters, so the type will be text. And we need a name attribute of this input field, so I will put the name. We are not concentrating on the designing part of the HTML or CSS. We are only moving towards the working of the PHP. Now in this app what I am going to do is I will take the name of the user and the birthday of the user, and then in the next page, that is in the process.php, I will output the name that is inputted in the field and its birthday. So next is birthday, and again an input field. I will just copy down it here. Text, I will have to change the value of the name attribute. I will name it as birth. So we have the name input value, the name field, and the birthday field. Now just see how the form looks. It will be simple, name and birthday. The name, the input value here, and the birthday input value is here. Now we need a button which will submit the given information. So I will put an input field. The type will be submit. Now you will wonder that in HTML there is another tag for making button, that is the button tag itself. But in form, when we want to submit the form, we need submit button. We need the type as submit. If we keep button tag, the form will not get submitted. It will get submitted only when the input type is submit. So I will take the type as submit, and the name will also be submit. You can put any else name, nothing matters. So we have name, birthday, and submit button. Then the value of the submit button is as submit query, but we don't want that. So what we have to do is the change the value of the submit button. So I will take it as value submit as capital. Some presentation matters there. We have name, birthday, and submit button. Now what this will do is input the name, the birthday, and this it will submit it. So I have made a simple form and some input fields which will take the name and birthday of the user. Now I will have to make another page known as the process.php. I will take as a new and save it as process.php. I'm using a notepad plus plus editor. You can use any other editor or a simple notepad too, but it will not give the syntax highlighting. So at the starting stage it is better that you use some syntax highlighting editors. Process.php, the last tutorial, if you have not referred it, PHP starts with these tags and ends with question mark and greater than sign. Every PHP statement must be written in these opening and closing tags, otherwise it will give an error, of course. Now our method is get method. As soon as I input these fields and click the submit button, the page will turn towards process.php. The value of these fields will be transferred to process.php. Now what is the work of process.php? What is our work? The transferred information, we have to catch that transferred information and display it to the user. The catching is done by this, sorry, get. This is the function or a variable or which catches the information returned by the server. If the method is get, it is written as this, and if the method is post, it will be written as this. Now our method is get, so we will write it as get, and please remember that this should be in capital only. Single quotes inside, double quotes also works, but it is a good habit to use single quotes. Why? I don't know. I think so. Uh, it's my habit to use single quotes. Okay, let's move forward. Get, and what will write inside? Inside will contain the name of our input. So the name attribute is very important when you are using PHP. So name attribute, the value of the name is name. So get name. Now what I will do, this particular variable means that particular method will catch the value of the name attribute. So I will have to store it in any other variable. So I will make a variable name and store the value of the name. You can directly echo it, but for simple process I am first storing the value in another variable. Next I will make another variable known as birth, and this variable will store the value of his birthday. So my name is your birth. The name of the birthday input field is birth. So the get also will be, the name of the get also will be birth. Now what to do? Just echo this. We have successfully catched the value of the get, that is the inputted fields. Now the catched value is in the variable name and birth. Now our work is to manipulate these variables. We can manipulate, we can display and do whatever we like. I will just display to show you how this works. Echo and sorry, it's double quotes, birthday of name. Like this, if you are writing like this, the value of the name variable will be inserted here. So the birthday of name is this, that is the birth. So what will this do is, birthday of name, the value of the name is this, and this will show his birth and the name. Now with the testing part, let us test this. Go this, just refresh it. Let us input my name Srijit. Okay, now my birthday 2012 1995. It's a simple birthday 2012 1995. It's not my original. Oh, it's original. You decided. Okay, name and birthday. Now when I just submit the button, the value of these fields will be transferred to the process.php, where the values will be catched by this variables and will be stored in the variable, and I will display it. So let us see if there is any errors. Submit. There is no errors. Hurrah! Birthday of Srijit is 2012 1995. So we have successfully transferred the information. Now what is the difference between get and post? Just I will zoom it here. You can see localhost process.php question mark name is equal to Srijit and ampersand birth is equal to 2012 identify ampersand submit is equal to ampersand. What does this mean? The get variables, that is the get method, in the get method the values are transferred from the URL bar itself, that is from the URLs. The name attribute will, that is the name value is the Srijit, the birth value is the date, and the submit buttons value is submit. So from this URL we are fetching the information. In post method this is not done. In post method we have a clean URL bars, we have a clean URL address. I will show it. Just we have to change this method from get to post, and of course in the process.php I will have to change this all to post. Go back, just reload this. Srijit same, submit. So there is no change in the values. Birthday of Srijit is this, and if I zoom in, the URL address is empty. So this is the difference, the main difference between get and post. So the get values are used, the get method is used when there is a simple manipulations of data, and in and if you are making a logging system or a registration or any contact system where there are large values, and it should be secured, it should not be very easily to hack. So we use post method. The post method is done directly by the server. It is gone directly through the server, not through the URL address. So I hope you understand the difference between the get and post. There is no other difference. Now we have got our post the data, so we can do simple manipulations with this. Now simple manipulations I can do is I will put the birth day year, and I'll put another field. I'll put the birth month. No, no, sorry. Birth month, and I put that birth year. So this will be month, and this will be year. You can put any other names you like. Keep it simple, flexible, so you can write it anywhere and you don't forget it. In this also I will change it. This will become month and year. Now manipulations can be done regarding with the present time. So how you can do, if he enters a year of 2000, we have to minus the 2000 with the current time. So just delete this. I will take present year, and present year is equal to 2013 minus the year he entered, that is year. Now present month. How to calculate the present month, I don't really know. I think so with the, I will have to minus it with the 12th of the time. Okay, I will do it later. First I will echo this year. We'll test it if this is working. Of course it will work. Echo. So name is this much year old, that is the pre present year old, full stop. Let's go reload. I put my name, my birth month. I'll not, I had not made any manipulations with it, but the birth year 1995. Submit. Yes, Shrujit is 18 old. Sorry, year I have not put it. 18 years recent. Yeah, Shrujit is 18 years old. So we have manipulated the data. I am not exactly displayed my year, that is the 1995. Instead I have manipulated it, and I have displayed how much, how old I am. So here it is 18 years old. Now how to display month? Now it is the December. I entered December. Instead if I entered the month, that is the number of the month, we can show how old he is. Now first of all, this is May. So the month can be subtracted from the date of the month, and you will get the original month. So in this tutorial I hope you learned how to use the post and get methods of PHP. I have a pretty nice example of a registration. So this is a very good styled, this CSS styled PHP registration form, a simple registration form which gets the name field, the email field, and the password, and there is a register button, and this method is done on a single page. As in the previous example, we had seen that we had used two different pages, that is the test.php and process.php. In first we had used the CSS HTML, and in the second page we had used PHP. Now both of this is integrated in this single page. This is because this method should be achieved by using the isset method. So this is just an example. I will let you through the isset methods and all this in the next tutorial. This is just an example to show you what we can make using PHP and just HTML reg.php. This is a CSS styled registration page. So I'll put my name, my email address, blah blah blah, my password. I'll put it as QWERTY, and there's a register button. I will click. You can see here name Srijit, email where@gmail.com, password is QWERTY. This can be the password can be coded to MD5 format also, but I will just use the normal format and displayed the password. So in the next tutorial we'll learn some more advanced part of the PHP. I hope you are enjoying this tuts, and please comment and follow me. Thank you.